Good morning, afternoon, geometry students. We are going to do the review. I'm going to go over the review quiz so that you're ready for the quiz tomorrow. Now, you should have gotten the Kami. You should have tried it yourself. I'm just going to go through each question. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can on this so the video isn't so long. This is the formula sheet you could have up. It should be on a salmon colored paper. If you don't have that, you should let one of us know so that we include the formulas for you tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll assume you have it. The first two questions, we're using Euler's formula. Faces plus vertices equals edges plus 2. So let's get started. I'm going to write the formula. Faces plus vertices equals edges plus 2. Face is the flat side. So I like to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6-sided shape on the bottom, so it's a hexagon. The bottom is 1, the top is 1, and then how many sides? There should be 6. So there's going to be 8 flat surfaces. How many vertices? Let's use a different color and count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, another 6 on the top, so that should be 12. Edges, I'm going to use a third color. Edges are the lines. So there was 6 on the bottom, 4, 5, 6, 6 on the top, and 6 up and down. So if you count all those lines, you're going to get 18. I shouldn't have put a plus sign there. I should have put an equals. So then you check it. 12 and 8 is 20. 18 and 2 is 20. You know you did it right. On the quiz, it'll probably say for faces, 8 Fs, 12 Vs, and 18 E's. So that's what you would watch for on the multiple choice answers. So you go here, faces, that's the flat surfaces. There's the bottom 4 going around, so there's 5 faces. How many vertices are there? That's the points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals how many edges are there? Well, let's go to a different color. That's the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them plus 2. So 5 and 5 is 10. 8 and 2 is 10. We know we did it right, so it would be worded 5 faces, 5 vertices, and 8 edges. Okay, the next 4, you have to name the shape. You look at the base. That's the first name. The second name is either prism or pyramid. So this first one. Hopefully you see the base is the non-rectangle. So see that shape right there? That's the base. That's a triangle. So the base is a triangle. It goes straight up, so it's a prism. So it's a triangular prism. I don't know if I always have to write them out. I might. This one is a pyramid because it comes to a point. That's the second name. The base is a square because there's 4 tick marks there. So it's a square pyramid. Next 2 that you did, here's another pyramid. How many sides on the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a pentagonal pyramid. Again, the base is the first name. The second name is either pyramid or prism, just depending on what it does. Base, 1, 2, 3, 5-sided right there. See, it's the non-rectangle. So it's a pentagonal. This time it goes straight up. Doesn't come to a point, straight up. So it's a prism. So I'm hoping these 6 questions for you tomorrow go really, really well for you. Now we're going to go into surface area. Again, remind you of the formulas. We have surface area for prisms and cylinders and surface area for pyramids and cones. So we're going to start with one for a prism. So the surface area is perimeter times height plus 2 times capital B. Now remember, the perimeter is the perimeter of the base. The base is the non-rectangle. Each side is 6, and there's 5 sides. 6 times 5, you'd put a 30 there. The height goes straight up from the base. It's 10. A 2 is a 2. Capital B means area of the base. Area of a pentagon is 1/2 apothem times perimeter. 1/2 is still 1/2. The apothem, they tell it to you, it's 4.1. The perimeter of the base, we've already done perimeter. We know it's 30. Take your calculator and multiply them out. I have to do the same. So I'm multiplying those numbers together, and I get 61.5. That's the number that goes right here, 61.5. Now I take my calculator. Surface area, 30 times 10 is 300. 2 times 61.5 is 123. So my answer is 423 centimeters squared. Make sure it's a multiple choice, so you don't have to worry as much about the label, but you want to remember, in case you ever have to do it as a CAMI, that's how you would label it. Number 8, the base, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pentagonal pyramid. So we look on our formula sheet. Go back up here, formula sheet. For a pyramid, it's 1/2 PL plus B. So you write that down. Surface area, 1/2 P slant height plus B. Remember the slant height, that goes down the side of the pyramid. Perimeter of the base would be 11, and there's 5 sides. 11 times 5, you'd get 55. The slant height is that 12.5. Now I have to find the area of my base. So over here, area of a pentagon is 1/2 apothem times the perimeter. The apothem is 7.6. The perimeter, we already figured that out earlier, is 55. So I'm on my calculator. I go 7.6 times 55, and then I divide it by 2. That's the order I do it in. I get the area of 209. So that goes here. Okay, now we're going to multiply. I go 55 times 12.5 divided by 2. I get 343.75. Then I'm going to add 209. And my answer is 552.75. And the label would be yards squared. 2 of the, maybe, I don't know, there's 6. Well, we got a few more to do. Okay, another prism. Surface area of a prism, again from your formula sheet. That should be surface area equals pH plus 2b. This time we have 2 bases. So you got to find the base, non-rectangle. Oh, see this triangle here? That's your base. So the perimeter, that would be 8 plus 6 plus 10. 8 plus 6 plus 10, you'd get 24. Now the height is the distance between the 2 triangles. That's the 5. A 2 is a 2. Area of a triangle, because that's big B is area of the base. 1/2 base times height. The base of this triangle, you're going to use the 6 and the 8 because they are 90 degrees apart from each other. And you're going to get 24 because half of 6 is 3. 3 times 8 is 24. So now I'm going to put all that in my calculator. So I'm going to go 24 times 5, get 120, plus 24 times 2 is 48. You'll get 168. Label miles squared. We are coming to number 10. 10 is a prism. Oh, there's a nice one. Just really nice. All 11s. I didn't realize I put one on that's this easy, but I did. Perimeter times height plus 2 capital B. I'm not going to have to do many calculations on the side. Perimeter, I'm choosing that as the base. It technically doesn't matter because all the sides are the same. So 11 times 4 is 44. The height is another 11. A 2 is a 2. Area of a base. 11 times 11 is 121. So on your calculator, you'd go 44 times 11. I get 484 plus 121 times 2 is 242. Your answer is 726 centimeters squared. It's nice to have one that just goes easy. Okay, triangular pyramid. Your surface area for a pyramid is 1/2 perimeter times slant height plus 1 base. Surface area. The perimeter of the triangle. The base, actually, because all sides are triangles, it technically doesn't matter, but they're giving us the information on that one that I just circled. So the perimeter of that is 11, 11, and 11, so that would be a 33. The slant height is the 10.5. Area of the base, over here, 1/2 base times height. This marker just clicks. I'm going to get a better marker. That one doesn't work very well, so I'm going to have to click along here. The base and height have to be 90 degrees apart. So there's my 90-degree corner. So that's 9.5 times 5.5. How did I get 5.5? I took this 11 and split it in half. That was a mistake. I don't need to split that in half. I was thinking I had to. Nope. Let's leave that as an 11 because the whole base is 11. So on your calculator, 9.5 times 11 divided by 2, 52.25. Put that right for, barely fit that in there. So on my calculator, I'm going to go 33 times 10.5 divided by 2, 173.25. And I'm going to add 52.25, 225.5 miles squared. Okay, one more. A cone. So we look up here, and I'm realizing I didn't have a cylinder on here. I wish I did, but I didn't. But here's our cone, 1/2 CL plus B. 1/2 CL plus B. Surface area equals 1/2 CL plus B. A half is a half. C stands for circumference of the base. Circumference is 2 pi times radius. 2 pi, radius would be 5. So 10 times pi, you'd get 31.4159 or 42. Now, even though I'm going to write 31.4, I'm going to leave that large number in my calculator, and I'm going to be using the bigger number. And then I have to take that times slant height of 11.2 plus the area of the base. Area equals pi radius squared. I'm going to lose that other number. Well, we'll be fine. Okay, 3.14 times 5 squared. So you're going to go your pi symbol times 25. 78.54. 78.54. Okay, now we go back. So you go 31.4 times 11.2 divided by 2. I get 175.84 plus 78.54. 254. Now mine is 38. Do you know why? Because I rounded off a little much. It's supposed to be 254.47. So when you take the test tomorrow, if you're really close, you're probably right. It's because right here, I rounded too much. I should have left that larger number in my calculator. In a sense, it's okay that I did it wrong so that you're aware that that could happen to you tomorrow. You're going to get multiple choice answers. it should be really close. So that's that one. I'm hoping you are doing fine with this and the quiz can go well for you tomorrow. It will be multiple choice. So hang in there, and we'll talk soon.